Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, May 30th. Well, the hot weather here in the Mid-Atlantic region is over. There was a line of strong thunderstorms with some heavy rain last night up and down the East Coast associated with a cold frontal system. That system is still pressing towards the East Coast and still causing a few showers and perhaps even a rumble of thunder throughout the Mid-Atlantic region this morning. It'll move off the East Coast later on today, and a noticeable improvement will be felt up and down the East Coast during the nighttime hours as the humidity levels drop. And tomorrow and Friday promise to be quite comfortable days here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Meanwhile, the remains of Tropical Storm Beryl are turning to the northeast along the Carolina coast. It'll be quite an interesting day in the Carolinas with some heavy rain and strong winds right along the coast. And once that system moves back out over the water, it could actually re-intensify into tropical storm status. But again, it'll pull away from the East Coast later on today out to sea as it turns to the north and east. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. First of all, here's the center of what remains of Tropical Storm Beryl. As it pulls out over the water, it could return back to tropical storm status, but it'll continue to turn out to the north and east and not affect any of the East Coast north of North Carolina. But for the day, it'll be quite interesting with some heavy rain and strong winds right along the South and North Carolina coast. Meanwhile, here's a cold frontal system that helped to cause that long band of showers and thunderstorms last night up and down the East Coast. It's still pressing towards the East Coast, and we'll take a look at the radar in a moment. There still are quite a few showers, especially along the Delmarva Peninsula region. Philadelphia region can certainly get some more morning showers, but for the most part, weather will improve later on today and especially tonight with lowering humidity values. Meanwhile, out in the west, basically dry conditions from the Central Plains across places like Colorado out to California as high pressure dominates the scene. Here's the latest IR composite satellite loop. First of all, a little swirl in the clouds here with the remains of Tropical Storm Beryl. Again, it may intensify back into tropical storm status in the next couple of hours. All this cloudiness here is associated with that frontal system pressing towards the East Coast. It'll finally sweep off the coast later on today, but there can be a few more morning showers in the Mid-Atlantic region, maybe even a rumble of thunder this morning or even later on this afternoon. Quite an impressive looking band of showers and thunderstorms here over the south central U.S., and this could turn into some severe weather later on today with some severe thunderstorms, maybe even an isolated tornado or two. For the most part, dry conditions here out in the west. There is some fog right along the west coast, and that'll continue for the next few hours before dissipating later on this morning. Here's the latest radar loop in the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, there are a few more showers associated with that frontal system. It's not quite off the East Coast yet, so it certainly can be a few more showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder from Philadelphia up to New York City. For the most part, they are now to the east of the D.C. region, but Delmarva Peninsula certainly can get some more showers over the next few hours. The heaviest rain right now is down in the Carolinas, again associated with the remains of Tropical Storm Beryl. Probably will be renamed Tropical Storm over the next couple of hours as it strengthens while it's moving out over the waters. But again, that will not affect Virginia northward as it pulls out to sea. Well, let's take a look at the global forecast system, the GFS model run from last night, 0Z. This is for tonight. And by this time, Tropical Storm Beryl, what was Tropical Storm Beryl, will probably be once again tropical storm status as it moves off the Carolina coast, but again, it'll continue to move out to the north and east, only affecting the Carolinas for the most part with some heavy rain and strong winds. Meanwhile, the frontal system that is still causing a few showers around here this morning will be off the East Coast. Noticeable change in the weather here in the Mid-Atlantic region tonight with lowering humidity, and tomorrow will be probably the nicest day of the week with very comfortable conditions. Meanwhile, some severe weather is possible later on today across the central U.S., but for the most part, the west from Colorado west is quite dry and should remain dry for the next several days. Here's the GFS map for tomorrow night, and Beryl is still racing to the north and east. This is the remains of Tropical Storm Beryl, continue to move away from the East Coast at this point. And meanwhile, there are still dry conditions here in the Mid-Atlantic region, but another system is gearing up and will cause some showers and thunderstorms in the Mid-Atlantic Friday night into Saturday. That'll sweep out and some pleasant air will follow. out west, dry conditions for the most part from Colorado west to California over the next several days. Well, that's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.